Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your Chelsea versus Newcastle match preview. I'm still buzzing off the back of that El Clasico. Man, what a match we witnessed over there. Barcelona smoked Real Madrid in the second half. An absolute demolition job, man. Lewandowski, Yamal, Rafinha. Wow, man. Beautiful, beautiful team. Might have to watch a lot more of Barcelona moving forward and La Liga for that matter. But now, coming back to this game, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea versus Newcastle in the Premier League. Look, the equation's quite simple. We must win. Chelsea must beat Newcastle in the Premier League. Things are getting very tight in the Premier League table. Look, we've got a bit of a, we've got a bit of a advantage, not advantage. What's the word that I'm looking for? Other teams have dropped some points, so we've got an opportunity. We've got an opportunity to ensure that we get back into the fourth, fifth, or closer to that top four position. Teams such as Aston Villa and Brighton, they've dropped points overnight in the Premier League, and it's the perfect opportunity for us to take advantage of that and get back into the top level. As I said, the equation's simple. There's no other complicated analysis that needs to be made for this game. Look, Newcastle's not going to be an easy game. Newcastle are a very good team. They've been a little bit unlucky with some of the results last weekend as well. They lost to Brighton at home at St. James's Park. That's very uncharacteristic of them. I believe their manager, Eddie Howe, he's in proper pressure. I mean, look, if he ends up losing, we've got back-to-back matches with Newcastle, by the way. We've got Newcastle in the Premier League, then we've got Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. If Eddie Howe ends up losing against us, Chelsea Football Club, in both of these back-to-back matches, he could potentially be sacked, I feel, because the Newcastle owners, they're not going to be just appreciating this level of performances from Newcastle. Newcastle are deemed to be one of the better teams. They're one of the richest clubs in world football with all the backing from Saudi money. They've got a good team, man. They got Isak up front. I believe he's fit. He is out of form. But do let me know in the comment section if he's actually fit or not, because it's very hard to tell whether Isak is playing or not playing. This brother is injured every other day. Still a top quality player. Bruno Guimaraes in the middle, Sandro Tonali, Joe Linton, Anthony Gordon is probably going to be the biggest factor against us. So they've got quite a lot of good players. Defensively, they're strong. They've got some tall players. Set pieces is going to be an issue against them, offensively and defensively. But I feel like we should have enough ingredients at home at Stamford Bridge to get this victory against Newcastle. I'm predicting a 2-0 victory. I know, can we keep a clean sheet? But against Newcastle, they don't go out there and just ball out and score goals. I think we can. I'm going to go with the lineup very, very soon. But look, if we don't pick up the 3 points in this game, it gets really sticky very quick in the Premier League, man. Not that long ago, it looked like it was quite comfortable in top four, and now didn't pick up the points against Nottingham Forest, dropped points against Nottingham Forest, lost against Liverpool, and you drop points against Newcastle. Very quickly, things turn around in the Premier League, man. If Man United end up beating West Ham, they're not too far away. I think, if anything, they might be level points with us moving into that match against Man United next up in the Premier League. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, let's get stuck into the lineup. Let's have a look at this. This is the lineup that I'd go with for the victory against Newcastle. Goalkeeping position, Robert Sanchez. I know some people are asking for Jurgensen, and Jurgensen has done really well in the Conference League. But for the time being, let Jurgensen be in the Conference League. Just adapt to the new club. If Sanchez keeps being inconsistent, then I'm sure Jurgensen will get his opportunity down the track. A lot of people are saying Mr. Malo Gusto needs to continue on. I don't think so. Cucurella definitely comes back in. I don't know what people are thinking over here. Mark Cucurella is probably one of the first names in the team sheet. Undoubtedly. I know he played in the midweek against Panathinaikos, but that's because he missed out on the game against Liverpool through suspension. Mark Cucurella is the best when it comes to inverting, and I fully expect him to invert in this game as well. So for me, Mark Cucurella comes back. There's no conversation of Malo Gusto, taking nothing away from Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto, top player. Levi Colwill continues on the left side. He is our best defender. I fully expect him to have a solid game. No mistakes, brother. No room for mistakes for Levi Colwill. Expect him to have a rock solid, shut up shop. Don't give anything to Newcastle. I think Wesley Fofana will come back. Some people have been asking for Tosin. Look, Tosin, he does have that shaky moments here and there. I know Enzo Maresca has come out publicly and said that Tosin probably shows a lot more leadership qualities than Reece James at the moment. But Reece James is still the club captain. And a lot of people have been saying Tosin to be playing because we need a bit of height. We can't be going into this match with no height. Newcastle, one of the tallest teams. But I feel like Wesley Fofana, he should be well and fresh. The balance between Colwell and Fofana, we need to continue that on. Do you know what I mean? Like, one of them is aggressive in the likes of Fofana, the other one a little bit reserved but good on the ball. This combination, this is what we've been playing, and I want this to continue. Build the chemistry, build that partnership. Let's not mess things about with this. Just because Tosin played last game against Liverpool, let's all understand the fact that he played because Fofana was suspended. Reece James, for me, it's a non-negotiable. Reece James, when fit, he must play. For me, he must play. Had a really good game against Liverpool. I will start him against Newcastle. He is the club captain. Lots been said about Reece James already pre-match. Enzo Maresca publicly calling him out about his leadership. This is your opportunity, Reece James, to not just from your performances, lead by an example with your performance, but also lead by example as a proper, true leader. Guide the team to a victory. A victory is much needed. In the middle, Enzo Fernandez relegated to Conference League. Romeo Lavia comes back into the team. He didn't feature midweek against Panathinaikos. I think the best midfield balance is between Lavia and Caicedo. So Caicedo comes back. Both of these players should be fresh. They didn't feature midweek. And I want this midfield. This gives us proper midfield balance, Lavia and Caicedo. So Enzo Fernandez can come off the bench. I've got no issues with that. On the left side, a lot of people are talking about should Mudryk start? Should he come back off the back of a really good performance against Panathinaikos? But not just against Panathinaikos. Recently, Mudryk has actually been doing really well. But I think Sancho against a team, I feel Newcastle, they're not really going to come out of their shell too much. I think they're going to try and defend. Most teams are starting to respect Chelsea a little bit. I don't think Newcastle is just going to come out of their blocks against us at Stamford Bridge, really push high up, press high up. I'm sure they will press, but overall, I think they will try and keep us defensive solidity and then look for the counter attack in the likes of Isak and the likes of Gordon and whoever else plays on the other wing. So Sancho against a somewhat of a mid to low block becomes a crucial player, and I need Sancho to do well, man. Sancho, look, you look very good on the ball, tippy tappy football, this, that, the other. Yes, your vision is very good. Yes, you're good in terms of finding those runs in a low block, but I need you to score goals as well. If there's an opportunity for you to score goal inside the box and attack the box, absolutely attack the box. Cole Palmer, the number 10. I think there is no conversation here either. A few people have been talking about we need to find a solution with João Felix, but I think João Felix for the time being might need to continue seeing bench. But continue performing, João Felix. Whenever you get the opportunity, continue performing. I'm sure you'll get that start eventually enough. On the right side, there's a discussion between Madueke or Pedro Neto. Look, Pedro Neto played against Panathinaikos. This one's a 50-50. I really do want Pedro Neto to start featuring. But I think Madueke might get that opportunity again, knowing that Pedro Neto as well, from a injury point of view, there is a doubt. I don't know whether this brother can play 2 matches per week. So for the time being, maybe Madueke, look, taking nothing away from Madueke. The only thing about Madueke is his final third execution. He needs to be a lot better. But in terms of off-the-ball work rate, pressing, cutting off passing lanes, Madueke is really good. And up front, I think undoubtedly at the moment is still going to be Nicholas Jackson. And Nkunku's got to do a lot more, man. And Nkunku's got to show a lot more in the Conference League. Look, he scores goals. There's no doubt about Nkunku being a better finisher, but the thing that Nkunku lacks is all the other facets that Jackson brings in terms of off the ball pressing the way Maresca wants the team to press. We have to understand it's not just about pressing. Oh, but Nkunku can press too. It's not just about pressing. It's about pressing the way Maresca wants you to press and cutting off those, passing lanes from the back for the opposition. So from that perspective, Jackson does really well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my lineup. Sanchez in goalkeeping position. Cucurella, Colwell, Fofana, Reece James, Caicedo, Lavia, Palmer, Madueke, Sancho, Jackson. For me, this team should be good enough to take care of Newcastle. 2-0 prediction. I know, can we keep a clean sheet? But I think with that team, hopefully defensively is where I need Enzo Maresca to start performing better, and no more midfield imbalance. Let's not try and fit Enzo Fernandez if we can't fit him at the moment. And let's go with that Caicedo Lavia midfield, which did really well against Liverpool. So for me, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, simple equation. Go out there, win the match. Win is necessary. It's a must win. It's a must win. That is my final thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section. 2-0 is my score prediction. Let me know your score prediction. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. I shall see you for the watch along, God willing. Until next time, see ya.